talking and engaging other folks in conversations and pushing. We've seen the ruling as well on the Voting Rights Act, and I think we're in a place where there's been real backlash against the kind of racial justice that the Southern Poverty Law Center has stood for 40 years and that many people have stood for. And there's this wish fulfillment going on that, we have a black president and now everything's okay, and just because some African Americans go to Harvard and look, a lot of them go to the University of Texas, then everything's okay. And I think we just have to have continue to have frank conversations about how the varied aspects of our identities, and that goes well beyond race, affect our lived experience, and how if we pay attention to them, we're all really stronger. And I'm probably idealistic about that, but that kind of is where you have to go. I also believe, finally, that I have enormous faith in the generations that are coming up. I think they're really showing us that they can free themselves from some of the attitudes and negative behaviors of their parents, and we just have to keep focusing on them.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much for the work that you're doing. I want to thank the Southern Poverty Law Center. You all continue to advocate for equal rights for
only tax enforcer. They have us in bondage. They holding us hostage. Defending the future. You have to vote Labour. Democracy threatened. Will not be forgotten.
The whole country fed up.
Yeah, man.
The whole country fed up. The whole country fed up. The whole country fed up.
Hello, my dear friends, this is your Ka speaking, and I just had to grab the camera right away because I was just seeing a blog post on the website. It's called eatlocalgrown.com, and especially to my friends in the United States, I just must do this video to just pass on this information I just read today, and I would like to ask you for your forgiveness because I will be a little sarcastic in this video, but it's normally not my style, but I feel really this is some of the information is really sick I have to present to you. You have to dig that. Some foods that you guys in the United States legally can buy, the FDA approves it as safe. In other parts of the world you would get to jail if you would give that food to people. You would even dare to sell that. It's poisonous. It's making you sick. It's causing you to get cancer and die very young. The FDA does approve it as legal and as safe to you guys. Let's get started. Food number one. Lots of you guys in the United States, especially viewers who view me, will know about this is papaya. Most of the papaya you get is grown in Hawaii, and almost all the papaya grown in Hawaii is genetically modified. It has nothing to do with the pure papaya, the old forms. The old forms is small, lots of seed, it doesn't taste very sweet, anything like this. So the genetically modified papayas you get in the United States that are banned, that are illegal to sell in other parts of the world because they are have been not tested what kind of effects they have on the human physiology, on the human body. You still can buy in the United States. It has been tested with other genetically modified food that they have been causing cancer and all sorts of immune illness with animals in animal testing. It also has been showing that that the longer you feed, the more generations you will be feeding that genetically modified food, the sicker down the road, the kids and the babies become down the road. So that is the food you are not allowed to sell anywhere else than in the beautiful United States of America. You guys can still buy it. After this video you know about papaya from Hawaii, don't buy it. Not so much for the vegetarians out there, but still I want to name it. It's farm-raised salmon. If it's farm-raised, it means that you will not. The salmon are not getting any natural foods. They get different foods on grains, mostly on grains, and then they get antibiotics and other drugs and chemicals to just keep them healthy because they are just fed in and have to live in such a small, tiny space. That leads the flesh of the salmon to be like not very appealing, grayish. So what have people been doing in order to avoid that? Well, it's very easy. They have been feeding synthetic astaxanthin made from petrochemicals to just give this healthy, yummy orange color back to the salmon. And actually this substance is toxic and it's prohibited and banned in Australia and New Zealand. That's why you would not get that kind of fish there. You guys in America, you can buy it. Some processed foods containing artificial food colors and dyes, up to 3,000 food additives that are especially added to foods that are promoted to young kids, to infants. Up to 3,000 of them. Isn't that crazy, Most of them have been proven to be very damaging to your health, to support cancer, and to also cause long-term damages to your health. Have been approved by your institutions. If the FDA, I don't know exactly the name of it, in the United States, most of them have been banned in other parts of the world, especially the European Union, Norway, Austria, British government. Some special arsenic-laced chicken. Those are drugs that are approved for use in the animal feed in the United States because they can make the chicken grow faster. It's approved from the FDA. The FDA said it's safe because they contain organic arsenic, which is less toxic, which is a fact that it's not true. You know, arsenic is a gift. If you eat too much, you just die, you know. So it's banned. You can't get that kind of chicken that have been growing like crazy through arsenic in the European Union. It's forbidden there. People would get in jail if they would sell that food there. The next one is bread with potassium bromate. Well, I come from Germany, so I don't eat bread anymore, but when I used to eat bread, I felt always like in Germany, in Switzerland, we make the best bread on earth. The bread you get in the United States, in Australia, and England is not that good anyway. We have this dark, hard bread in Germany, but even so, some of the bread you guys in the United States, you consume bromide. Bromide is a highly toxic substance. And it's an additive to commercial breads. I don't know exactly what it does, but it's added to some of the breads in the United States. It's banned even in Canada and in China, one of the most important countries to really make sure that you get just good produced food and services. And of course, the whole entire European Union, it's forbidden as it causes nervous system damage, thyroid problems, gastrointestinal discomfort, and cancer. Who would guess that? All right, next food is Olestra Olean. It is created by Procter & Gamble. It's a company, I guess. It is a calorie and cholesterol-free fat substitute, and it's used in fat-free foods like chips and French fries, and they advertise that, of course, that fat-free, healthy, fat-free. Don't get fat if you eat that food. But 3 years ago, Time magazine named it one of the first 50 inventions ever because it's just so poisonous. But that hasn't stopped food companies, of course, that it's so good to promote, to continue selling it. You see, to fat-free snacks. How healthy is that? It's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy. So it's banned in the United Kingdom and Canada. Next one, preservatives, BHA and BHT. They are commonly used preservatives that can be found in many breakfast cereals. Again, promoted mostly to kids, you know, with this shiny, beautiful packages. It's also, you know, a nut mixes, chewing gum, and beer. It is known, the BHA is known to cause cancer in rats, in animals, in animal testing that has been proven. It may be cancer-causing an agent in humans as well. It's not proven, but you know, it does cause cancer in rats. So it's hard to imagine that it's going to be very healthy for humans. Would you agree with me here? It's banned in the United Kingdom, in entire